Yo abusia enda ye discuss Saturnalia anase Santa Claus no hu nyama enda ye di bronya na dia mepese mema ye nyina ye te ase ne se yesusu ebu nipa aten eyi nipa aten a ye betumi asua de ne ya abete ase se ewiase we na yetimu no there is nothing new under this sun se ye tu ye bo ase ne ye se niam yi a na se yamfe niama ba ku bia ye nima nchekere ye ho den se no na ye nokore a ye ma ye ho kwan ema enyini ene nsakraye eba ya brabo ene ye nipadua so se wo hu nyansa ba ko a na hu nimdie ba ko a enwie wo ba bia wo hu akoduru no because nimdie etise enyini wo nyini koda bia no ana wo sua de koda bia no na ebi wo wanim nimdie ni awieye ena suehunu soso eni awieye enu nti dia wonim nenne no enyina so mu anipa aten en conclude se ehọ na awieye wo se wo keka sansem no a ena duru baabi na afe wo benyini kọ wanim wonimdie mu na hu niama foforo a na afe wo ba beka na wo hu namdua wa ho keka ene wa ho siesie besesa na nipa e ba hyew omo mba hyew se wanyini na wa ho siesie asesa wo omo ba hyew because ade na hu yi no wo center wo bibia wo so ejaji nipa wo so e mebi no mo hyease e wo wanumu asem so eno na fe wo tsesa afiri ho a na abeye de nimdie eni awieye ena bibi foforo bia asoso eni wiase nti wiase na nkasa mpo ekwa a etwa ne ho esan ebesi nachi. And then we are going to talk about Christmas and Christmas tree. Now, me pese me bisa a very simple question. Se okonfo se osum bibia ana bosumfo ma menka ne sa omo amose omosum abosum no. So omo sum bibia ye niama tu ida edua ana ebo. Ida edua no besum ana ebo. Na edua no besum ana ebo no besum a o decorate ho. Tie ni ye o. O decorate ho. Ena owie a okum moa e de ma adeko a osum se ye bosom ana se ye den. Now Christmas tree no so ye tree a ya decorate na ye de sun god the testicles ana ne hwe wasebe omode asensen ho balls na asensen ade no ho gold and ash and red no that's the meaning na ye bewie no ube hu omode asensen ho na eno na ye dua no ena wokọ Islam so omosom de ne yebo a ono so omo afrefra na nwera the same way akonfo no ye nti me question ye simple. What is the difference between sa Christmas tree ya se si am no kasa sorry dem bia ya mount bi wom ene decorated tree na esi enwura ni mu ana forest na abosomfo no so decorate omusi ho ene ebo na ewo meka na omonso omukotwa ho no bebese mi hu o mesre mo bi engina ho nkasa omu nku nipa bronya ya abai o Kristo ni bia beku akokọ odwan na ntwe wo ni fie saa so na sakramofo no so di omo festival na omo so kum aboa bi wo ho nti it's almost the same thing. And I said sunsunu ye wom we need education nti sa wo ya kramoni na wo hye a esra wa obetumi abekere ye de enti a mo ye sala no wi a mukuku mmoa na mo abekere de enti a mokọ meka mokọ hu buo wo ho eno so betumi abema ya education said ye enye confused wo ye Kristoni a what do you have to do with Christmas? If you can come and give us evidences in the Bible na fe wa bekere ye Christmas tree na esi asori ho no ni meaning in fact me pamoche wo deco na ya ewo pulpit ne so na mudi disco light ahyehe hu nyina no me pamoche wo ase ya kire sen. Mostly you people use white and blue. White and blue color no what does it represent? Ebi so use gold and red. The same colors you see on the Christmas tree, you see in church with disco light. Don't forget, say Christmas tree also has disco light as a deco. Ebusunya asiye patch resen. We and then them ne wo eye den e ba bedwen ho. Nti no ye beko two different stages. Ye behwe spooky Saturn. Na fe ye wi a ya ba behwe the devil in Christmas. Ye wi na fe ya ba behwe Yom Kippur rituals. Wahu eniama bebre wo hono ma wo ye won't ase ena wunim enti sometimes no wo be hunim de na koduru animu a na afa wonu wo ho eniema bi a wo keka ye calibus ne kan na ye te say sebio kafra wedi nsemfon. Christmas has come and gone. Children make merry and families unite and have fun. Bronya ebe obi abeko ne krom bi abeto atade obema ne timu ode oye nipa boni ni se den Christmas we nko ade obeto Dorothy Chumaka ni we ne kimono ana ne dress e de ama ne girlfriend ana ne yere se nkrofo say am nka brands na me hye no de am hye nde no e Dorothy Chumaka wakasa akocheke a ne waje wani so. In the spirit of reuniting families and children, celebrating it makes the ritual celebration of Christmas beautiful. It makes it an event because in kola wom ade omo ya bibia obia wom no na amana ye a greater event. And it has religious significance for God and the devil. They are these two people. I don't know what they want in life. When you see these things now, aya mumye susu hu se eye bibi foforo. Aya na fruit titale tree ne so chese dua na esi nwura mu na o decorate no eno an ya pagya na ye de aba ha. Paganism no eno an ya tam e de aba religious sect ni mu ana e de ben e na ekoso eno na me pese ye to ye bu no ye hwe because medical aka kire tete no se omo kosum dua bi a aya omo decorate dua no with silver and gold. Na omo di kojan abubom. Christmas tree balls na e woso na ye sun god ne testicles no. Eno no ye gold ena silver ena red. Ena makatro no ko nwure ni mu so obehu kojan na wahu gold ene silver. Ba bi nso wo ho a obehu 12 candles. What you say? Inti Christmas tree na kasa esi ho no. Eye ni na ye symbolic. Wo be hwe na ebedu top no na omo the star na si top. E was talking about the zodiac signs and also say astrology. Christianity hates or frown at this. But this Christmas tree is in every church. This week, me taking it upon myself and I'm driving all over the big churches. On one mountain or hogbenze. So I ask myself, do we know what we are doing or we don't know? And no, some mystery na person no ye on park na fe ye shedia ewom. Today we will learn about an ancient mystery school teachings about this ceremony of Christmas. And then me pese yenko nananom asem anat. When they say nananom me pacho me can nananom, I'm not talking about dear. I am my ancestor. The reason I'm saying what they want us to know. And me can nananom pacho shena wan kase eye edua bia me masem na mekon. What you've heard before and what is hidden. Eniama ewo Christmas ni mu eni niama esie ewo mu wo ne yam a wo celebrate ni unim na wo ye eno na enne no me pese me no mienu na ye to ye bo na ye hwe enti ye be ye niama ba ko mienu miensa na ya hwe ye wi a ye be hwe who Azazel is na afa ye de ya hwe adeko a Christians ana blacks omo wo Christmas mu ni Christmas the word Christmas na kire sen na Santa Claus ekire sen na Christmas ni yamu no eye papa ma bibifo a na enye papa ma bibifo se niame ne nde ye be onpaake na mibisa Christopher nsa me pa omuche wo Christmas no what has it got to do with them? In fact omo wo biblical proof to show say Christmas enye paganism eye for them to celebrate. The platform is open 0244860092 ufreyenya na wabana oni aba be share wo knowledge no me madwene nie eno nkire say eye the ultimate wadwene ensusu ehia so we are able to make a great decision into here discuss Christmas ene ade a ewom trees no niam bi a ekeka no eno na mabobo oboso a mede ama wonti munim niam wo ye o Kristo ni bia ni wa o doubt say Jesus enye Israel ni ofi Israel ye wonu wo Jerusalem. We all know this. Inti say Jesus ye Israel ni na Christmas no ye na woda de a Israel for calendar no ending in October. Inti 25th December na we celebrating unya wo he because at the end of the day no hard feelings. Bible say my emfa bi nka ho ma yenyi bi so mfiri mu ti se Yesu ye Israel ni na ebinum kura person mo ye spiritual Israelite dia ene na sese na wo na mo celebrating no December no mo so ni kuro mo so calendar ne end in October no na ye de we ye de to hefa eno ho adwendwen na ye adwendwen me ma nkrankra biara akwa ababiom de ba time with Maame Grace Jumedie kese so Abusia me man krankra bia ache enne ye kwesia da ai enti no ende no so ye da fofora ye ba discuss time with Maame Grace Jumedie kese ende no ye discuss Saturnalia na makatro se ye bedidi mu a de akwakodu Azazel ne ya ba bedru Santa Claus ne ekeke ka ho nti ubenya aso ama me ne wabomodin na watie me intro no mabobo Christmas tree ne eyi ni nyina wo hodom akiro na wo ko read Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 2 to 5 I no me read wo ankasa ko read na wo behu Christmas tree na esi ho no ho mysteries uwie na sa wo fo se esi asori dem ho na ewo bibi kan the platform is open you can come and discuss it with us and then you discuss Saturnalia na makacho say ye be spooky Satan eno na me pese ye di kan hwe we all know by now the origin of the festival of Christmas, how it started from a Roman pagan festival called Saturnalia Obienim, which was celebrated on 17 December for the god Saturn. We na Obienim Saturn ya fe na me ba chire mu. Now, in religion, paganism simply means the worshippers of the devil. Idol worshippers. When they say paganism, na say ye ba be kan abosom sem ni moja sem ni na ekeke ka ho, which I don't want to use their god, frown at it. Nti say ye kan Christmas a ne fare bai e na ma kire wi. Star system mu a omo fa sa de we nyina afi ye no eno na mabobo a medi ama wo nti star system Satan no it belong to hwan mu. What do you know about it? So you would have realized that in many new age preachings they will tell how devil worship was changed with the birth of Christ for Christmas. Ye na nanom almost smabrosom na ye de ye besum Yehowa. Nti obi anim say wo ka paganism there say wa wonim nyame na mba chire years ago. This was a surprising phenomenon. But today, many Christians are used to the history and they take solace in the fact that they are focusing on John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son and I gave birth. His son was born of a virgin. Intino, no omu take solace wom. Wehu, ade enye na enye. But one thing we should know, ne say, wo ba na wo de ntro tete akola na onyi a obetwa ntro onim se ntro no otwa because enu ne ye de tete no abusia se yanko ye chi kakra one mistake this religious people no omu make ye ne say they never knew say a day like this will come our ancestors ni benya body bi ye tough omu be wure mu aka no kore na kire omuma no omu ka so omu benya the goons no all over. Now, no, the wind that is blowing and how these youth are investigating everything that is going on. A best shock you 5 years to come. A who kakra na akani na be pash. Na se pa iwia ma mo beji mu ani so. Inti se see a Christmas na mo celebrate na ye bi say mo bra ne ye nka ho asem. Eye paganism. Ena mo de akọ anase sade ni free a particular place na ekọ ba bia eya abosomsom se dua na esi wo na ye ntwaaye no ye de krada fra ho a eya abosomsem but se ye twa dua no na ye de the same krada no ye ne ball ash no ye de tale ho a eno de enye eno ana anase ye de kosi meka de abo no a ye de akosi meka no eno de enye we ana. We just want to know, no hard feelings. And so even though we have constantly being told of the Saturnalia origin of Christmas, Christians do not care. They don't care. These people hate zodiac. They frown at it. but they are celebrating Christmas. Sometimes when you think you don't understand, we just want to understand what you do. That's what we are talking about. The focus is on baby Jesus. Baby Jesus so calendar end October. So we don't know. We just want to understand. If you have a pastor who needs to hear these preachings, tell him today, I'm focusing on something else. We are going to tackle what Saturnalia was before it became your almighty Christmas. And no, we are not talking about the event of how Santa Claus got his name from a Roman saint and to a thief jumping into chimneys. That's not what we are going to discuss. No, what we are talking about today is the double-sided nature of this simple biological process that was preached by ancient mystery schools and has later been diluted by events. And no nende me pesa me no mienu eka hwe sabio o maame betimi ewu na waja pade na wusa ejapade ne betimi aye wodea nanso obi betimi ache ejapade ne so ma wo benyini no wawudi ama ne ba so onhye so ma wo betimi ahwere nimdi a ya hwerechwere no ebinie na ye gina ho instead say ye beko ye chini ahwe we no nia ono oye the wrong thing ni mo mba judge dia oye the right thing no because ye de bibia guru mi nipa before e mobo before ho e mobo too much ti say wo ba na wo ma ni we particular ayimu a your biggest problem no the way we accepted some kind of books and religions no ye giwie ye no a ye ni beda ho no ye gi na humu o na ye maame no so mpese ye bewu nti omo de se hu na omo de ade ni gya ye na ba bia ye dui anka omo nyaanya na anka ya hwehwem ne ya sesam asesakra ni amabi atimi ade ye ho na enso so no omo adwere ye nsoro adwere ye ase na ugina won nti wa obe se wo pie firi nchemu afifi e de shade bi abre wo nkrofo no ya wai wo kwa ye yi wa firi ho problem Africa wo enu nie enti ye nkrofo ye omo de ye akosa situation we mu no omo feel say ye nanonom anu na bo enkasa biom but kakra no ye nananom now no omo nyansafo a omo ehu se no fa hodie hu hia oman no hu hia enti no ombetumi awurawura wo mumu akasa afa mumu se ye wo se meye bibi agina yi na ne eba ne nye mempo de se manyini won kola na eba ne niama omo nimni niama omo ye no ehu yie obeduru ba bi no obi entumi nsisi obi a biom isan se etode bi a omunya bodies ni bia omutumi bewuram na omo correct niama sankrofo na ya from the messiahs. Unfortunately no Africans believe that they don't have any messiah, just a messiah be a few obi krom obi manso. Bible say let us create man in our own image and likeness. Enti no yen nyina yen nipa koro enti no yen yese hwan Inti nipa na no create image so be creating the gene of Isis so be eye ni genesis a eno nkyere se ewiase nyina abode esu no emu na free ba what must say when na be the biggest problem for Africans don't even believe in their own ancestors because they were wicked, they were evil and all that, so you don't even have an ancestor. You don't believe anything I won't jindi no. Entimi nye bibi amao. Africa biggest problem no because say ye wo wiase ha na ye mre. Ne niame etwifa ye so a ancestors ni bi ebe wure nipa ni bi no fa bodies foforo ba ebe kasa kire ye. But because we don't believe in them, omo bakra na omo be kasa ebe ye problem. Na omo believe in them no kra so ma ye omo dua. Edua so entumi nya chema no ho bibia tesa wo ye ma no nti se tesa edie mmoa na nipa ebenya free this condition ni mu waku bia ye problem no wo your problem is so too much. Some may be true, others may be false events and changed into religious rituals. Inti no edie na esi wo kwan se suku a wako nyina no wankasa so betena se back na wo de wo kra wo hunhum ne nipadua e de ahwehwe niama a wo ye ni bi emu na fe ye hu se de ade ni nyina etie. We don't want to do this. We judge ourselves. African ni enjini ni African ni dida. Se woko malls na okototo ade wa abrochi oko supermarket a obi ya betwa mu nua bibi ni udi na uduru hɔ pa obeseche immigration kura look at it abrofo no de we omokoyo bibifo line no ko nketenkete ye behwe wa ahwe wo ba bia adentia yendwi we nyina ho na yenya mpo yenge ye hu ni yenya yenge ye hu mpo endi we have to wake up so we are able to change all these things. Ya behwehwem ne yehunia ye frefra ne ntoma ne yetumi asesa na de nsakraye abaye so say if we are not talking about this, if we are not focusing on this, minua we are going to perish. Say ya nhwe sa niama wei ne ye nyane for sa niama wei ne ya nhwe sa niama yie ne ye gina ho ne ye say ancestors ye evil de obeje na di so adane ne dua yewu ye wie because e dua entumi ma ne ho adua just on ade aduane akosi wa ama na di e de na betumi aya ama. I'm not against you. I'm just saying, come and let's talk about at the comforting at the kunibetimi aye. At the amount. Na eputu fear in us. Na ye lucy ye ho, ye nje ye ho ndisi ye betumi aye bibia ma ye ho. Your biggest problem enuniye. Now let's look at the devil in Christmas. I have said here time and again that anytime you are reading a spiritual or religious book, and you see the devil, it is likely that the devil is an enemy to the writer of the book or an attempt to indoctrinate self-hatred to a race they compete with. The other day, me bisa say you see wilderness no ensu omo free Egypt no omo kofa the Red Sea ni mu omo fa resi ni mu no Israel for de puma ni bo mu no ena ensuo ni bieye ena omo nyina omo nantim no omo kọ na Egypt fo na aye omo enemy ni be chesi omo no ena ensuo ni fa omo nyina enti se omo capture Israel akola bi na omo indoctrinate na omo be ka kire nse sa epo na ewo ho ne ye evil. They will never allow the child to understand or know say epo na ewo ho ne ye ni savior or no betimi anantim because ono na all kan asem na kire wo the writer no onim so ono ontimi mfemu bi eye evil for ono the writer. Is it evil for you? De bia ye se bronsam aye say bronsam ye bronsam or ye bonefo abusia ye hwe Bible mu from Old Testament the besi New Testament eye nyankopon na ku nipa including his own son. Boni aye nim se obronsam aye pe eye Garden of Eden o senkrofu wenzi adu aban ehonum na ye boni o maye ba nyankopon de waku nipa from Noah time the besi Jesus time Jesus nyame na ku no. Understand this? Ti me se waku ono ane ba men get angry ono nyankopon nya so no wa create hell eja odi nipa wa bonu ni kogu mahye no bronsam onye any of this nti me pamucho wo ede na ema bronsam ye bone na nyankopon ye papa. This is just a question no, just a harmless question from your nice sister. I'm still the prettiest preacher. Maybe sasa bronsam pa obi a oku bronsam bia de na bronsam aye no obi na ka kire wo se Maame Grace nye e na wakitem. Have you had any encounter with me to know that I am good or evil? Udi obi na ka kire say wey and I then na wasum na ode kode na mayo sa na bronsam case no akwakoye. So think me pese wo dwen say we your bibini no ma ka kire say black is evil, Africa is poor, ne yaka we nyina kire hell any heaven aha ye hell kwa bro kire wo heaven o maka we nyina kire o bibini si on dwen da heaven kura white cars na wo ho heaven kura white cars na or black cars ni ho nti na me cars na ye black me to 1 million cars they will all be black. Me bisa say edie be important ene si wa ha. Oh my God, obronsam ye black onyankopon ye white, heaven ye white, hell ye black, heaven cars kura ye white adentia obibini utie sa asem we. You don't have a problem with it, you are defending it. In that sense, the protagonist of Christmas or the devil opposing the birth of the Savior Jesus is the race of people that the Roman writers at that time felt were devils or ought to be defeated or enslaved. And who are these people? So if you read a book from names of writers to names of saints and the names of heavenly hosts or heavenly beings or angels, where who would deem bakumpo? And Sabio, common sense is not telling you that this has got nothing to do with you. Abusia, where you just a question, no hard feelings. In the historical build up to Christmas, the devil whose celebration was changed from paganism to Christmas is Satan. I don't know why a Christian will celebrate Christmas and hate me. Musi prayer cathedral no. Say national chief imam bre musika or a Muslim mojiye. Why do you hate me? I'm also from another breed. This is how hypocrite moye. Or software or yes software or kita Bible or perform a different rituals no. Musi o ye fake. National imam chief imam would Jesus na uhuni so ye nyame no. Quran uhuni say oye nyame. Uhuni so oye prophet. Inti monam different way. I am the way, the truth and light. No one goes to the Father except me. But Muslims ne nam sa akwan so. Na musi prayer cathedral. Na papeya bre musika. Na maji. You see how hypocrite amoye. Hypocrisy is what is killing you. Uko hospital na say doctor ni a Muslim and a Christian na oka say we Muslim inti. Monye, but you people are going to different heavens. We are way from the names to where even your language would have to change. Arabic. Na mo de bo empire no. Na mo so mo de brofo na ebo. Or translating tree Bible e German. Besi ne ya me no mienu te ye kase. Ade na mo miento yebo. Ne ye judge ni pastor me de ya judge me wa sorry o mo judge me because of me wig ne me hu siesie me fear sorry so still I go so cause I don't even care. I'm just using it as a statement for you. Say ye to ye boa no kura ni bededia we are able to say it. Ye ntumi mfensie. Edi bibia o ye bia eni wa wo ka ho. Sa romanfo yi omo ye sa de we na omo ka kire wo say obi ye devil no obi ye we Satan me bisa sa planet no hwan mu na free so. Hwan mu e na free so. Enti wo Christo ni paganism celebration. What has it got to do? Na sempa ye hu de na aba from kakran so still kotwe program say koso obia so amount Christmas tree wo ho. Nti what are you actually condemning? E dey na wo condemn no. Wo kan obeka say wa sorry dem de a Nyankopon ate ho. En once na ni nam asoro mo chechenwe. Cockroaches ni nkura na wa asore dem wo no. Mo chechenwe. Interfere no. Mo cheche omo nyina anwe. Ni ehu say mo ya ade. We ni ye kan ho asami. Nobody hates anybody. All we are saying is, there is nothing new under the sun. Say ye can be bia nka wo obibini una wo fiti ewi na si nyina e ba ne say we asesen bibia ma. So what we are saying is that go back a little bit. Let's think about the things na ye no. Na ye na connect with us so we are able to grow and improve. And one ma say you an African, you have all the mineral, but they still call you poor. Here we buy houses, here we buy cars with cash. Ubekwa kudina car port and a car shop and a car park. No what kind $150,000 edi ato one car. Abrotire ntesa. Ubetumi ato car na now the 20 years edi etua. How are they calling us poor? Eho kredana wo no masidi the same thing. Mortgage na obeto ekrom hanom wo besi wo down from land to obeto ni nyina aye. How are they calling us poor? Sa poor no mo say ye poor in which sense? Are they communicating something to us? Obi betimi aka to say we poor because or the idea we ya to ama ya wo maame just connect because we furu masoso. We furu masoso. Wo nana efuru maso ne nana de yeso wo maame de yeso wo nana de yeso wo de yeso wo maame de yeso nti se wo kate ho no kpa na wo totwene a wo ya nkonam bibia to me use for sacrifice nti so mo ka kire say ye poor. Is it because of Satan, Christmas and whatever, Santa Claus ne Azazel any de keke kan no omo communicate poverty? And now assassinating to me fifi lithium, and fifi oil, and fifi gold, and fifi manganese, and fifi diamond, and nothing almost say you're poor. Almost say you're poor. In which sense? And almost say Africa, a poor continent. A continent like Africa, gold extracted forth from the grounds. Everything. You can even plant maize on a roof and it will still come. Who is calling us poor? That word, when you people hear it, you people should investigate. A dear poor no moka. We are poor, so we want property. Now one am hunde biya woko. Now we need property where you would ya. And no nema we are poor. We are strong. We do all the work. We make things happen as Africans. Ebana wa, emanu to me wo 10, 20. In every aspect of our lives, we are better than anybody and everybody. So what is happening? So when they say we are poor, we should think. Yes, when they say we are poor, we should think because we sit in classroom, we beat them. When it comes to the land, we beat them with minerals. When it comes to strength, we take them on. Why are we in this condition? We can't afford 3 square meals. We don't have estate. People can stay there and pay 1 month. We don't have better schools. We pay all from embassy. All the embassies, look at the forms, all the minerals, we are making people and they are calling us poor. We are poor in a particular sense. And which sense is that? Do we ask ourselves these questions? We are poor indeed. Now let's look at Yom Kippur rituals. What is that? The same thing is going on. Decoration is still going on. Astrology is part of it. Sun God balls. We know this and understand this. Into your mouth done in the sana, now what are the why and ho, what are the kutuno, who be better so our condition. Now let's look at these rituals. Why was the ancient celebration of Saturnalia seen as a devil worship? If I say Saturnalia, don't get confused. It's the same Christmas you are celebrating. Paganism, a sun god worship. That's the reason why you people go to church on Sundays. If you don't know, I've told you. When you say amen in church, you are calling the sun god Amen Ra. We just want education. If you feel it's not so, forgive me, my mind in America. You can come and discuss it with us. So before the Christian Gnostics and religious writers changed Saturnalia to Christmas, they placed in the Gnostics books that Saturnalia was a demonic or pagan festival. Obi a we Bible scholar be a winning. I just say copy internet no post you because one year then who to meet yet in multiple into now ye de no more tone no more. In fact, I'm asking this question. When they say libation, what is libation? So if me, I pour oil and I pray and say things and I keep pouring and obi so pour snap, obi so pour Fanta, obi so pour water, which one do we call libation? What's the meaning of libation? And who even gave that name libation? I don't want to go there today. So this is it. It is known to every pastor that Christmas is paganism and it's never part of the Bible. They know. They should come and prove it. What is Christmas? The tree sitting in your church. What is the meaning? Why is the star on top? What is the meaning of the balls? What is the meaning of the decoration? What is the meaning of the disco lights? What is the meaning of that? It's just a question. It was changed to Christmas to celebrate the birth of Christ. Let's see why. I didn't know say omo Christ until celebrating Christmas. We a very simple thing. When you say son and it's a lazy O, S-U-N, a son of God. We are not boss nyame maame amatabu and a boy. Into a son of God. And when you do the lazy O, na no so benya son like a bad son. Now is pronounced son. Nobody is ignorant now again. No more ignorance. It is a wufo say yes and you almost celebrating Christmas no mo nje no mo fenkwe. Why is it so say almost celebrating the birth of Christ at Christmas? Now take it. Symbolically, Satan is the goat god. Oh yes, in astrology, Saturn is Capricorn and Capricorn is the goat obi anyway because mu gidi omo niam a omo asesa ama mo na mi use ama mo no. This is the reason why you see the star on top of Christmas tree. It's just telling you it is astronomical something they are doing. Yes, say yen ntumu da. Star na esi soro no yen bisampo wo de esi asoro ho. Now the star na esi soro ho. Which zodiac sign. Sometimes one I started this when I am na manyini. Ka first na ka ebeye blows. Me na mifu kube na mifu akutu o. Ho den papa. They say na ma guntia. Nse sister dey wo clock ko ne pa na che bibi agimi. A decline. Anka ne first na. Waiting a star no. If you don't know, go and tell your pastor. Maame Grace said I should come and ask you that Christmas 3 days here sorry them no. Labels na wo hu ni nyina no decode mame. Obegina wa hye wanim obi eye no no so ye bi owiska no beto na wa mountain kese sa na si wo. It's so pathetic. In ancient Old Testament rituals like the Yom Kippur, which is observed in religious traditions and secret societies, they use a goat to replace the sins of one performing the rituals. Adia we no sunsum sorry for no omo ye eye evil, omo ye fake, omo nye original. We ye Bible o, enya me na me kan, open scriptures a me bu ama na nka muwa na sabe ye di tua monika. Ena Yahweh no no ye holy ni de o se ye mfa ni pentua. Ti ono de ode ne ba be start ye. Ti se ye be ka pank ye be ka so no de ni pekum ba wiase. Ba wona me koka we me ye fancy wa. In Yom Kippur, a priest will use a live goat and transfer the sins of the person on it. We can go and ask Togbi Aaron. And Chomedogo, Togbi Aaron, your moji. It may be a bede, Togbi Aaron. So a lion a wuboya. The cracker is a last. A wulale Bible, what kunam, Aaron and a kunam what temple, no mamma revi. Timishiano and Ras, I know I benipo minim. Na Misha Togbi, I said, Togbi Aaron, I like o lesesia. Matencha bio unyada. Say I. But Togbi, a labo boy and a wide. Obe we am manyo. The big blane enye. A vivo enye. Dogo lafina. Abe oh Togbi gawa no more. They all know. Togbi Aaron was killing all the animals in the Bible. They would transfer obeisance. Transfer obi yare minim spiritual people ni bi omo yes aniema no e wa ha enso asofo ni bi ese enya ade omo yeso wo Bible omo say in Old Testament na pass New Testament aba nso making omo da so a e tight. We are just miserable who celebrate Christmas. Oh my God. In ancient times they would set the goat free into the wilderness, carrying the sins of the person or people. If you have heard of the term a scapegoat, an scapegoat before, this is the origin. Brofo de minim ade abeye ye no wan kaso a untumi pon cross barriers. Nti asem we ya making voice note obey 100 no nipa da sani atro because I thought no brofo me so mente brofo. Anu pokro kwabra ni si ya me bo word ba ko me bo de be 3000. Ansa na o se January me se gender January, Missy January, January, Missy January. Chese onipa da seni brewo studio no. The goat is made into a sin and set free to escape with the sin. Scapegoat. This is the meaning. This is where they got this word from. This is what some of our spiritual people perform in Africa, and they are evil. The second ritual goat is also used in the sacrifice to the god Azazel, who some occultists see as the chief demon of hell. Azazel. Nina. Onosini die Nina so they use goat. Ntina mi bisa say if you people can help us, the bishops no especially in pay for na ewo asori ni mu no. Enkwala na eba ne de ebi wo how to move say frustration ebi nso abon like ebi nso yehunehuna but bishop for no mu de nim pass omunim. They know the truth oh. how to come out of it na I mean to me who we ayahuasca na can perform ayahuasca from parliament to a hifa because aya na edu baby na wo hwe say niam we na it say this is a ritual in the Old Testament ominia ana mo ehu ntira make cham say me vibe here ani na togbi Aaron mama dogwe ncho na me ne have a conversation no ka kire me practiced by religious traditionalists. Aaron, ana no ye togbi no no in fact obetimi a check the American sesi ano obehu efo Aaron wo ho togbi menfre na efo togbi Aaron. Leviticus chapter 16 verse 8 obehu di amihu wo hwe me kan sesi e wo ho menuanom ede ebe ne ye ya enim ye shutting crofo bi down ene ehunehuna so that ye beka entro ni mu ana ye be jai nkrofo no mo hwehwe na se ye ba ko part bi hu nokra na ya frɛ ye nuanom nyina no ma beja abeto aso akọ na yetumi liberate ye continent na nkola na e ba from 2 years e ba no omatumi aye free ana se still aye be pia omo nyina acha ntro ni mu amantro na fe apam ye nya free your origin na ye tetare ho na nkrofo ye didi wo ya pampa mu ana se se mu ye sheep so ojan so de you use for sacrifice mama ure mfio say Abraham de ne ba Isaac tu edua ne so no oba beku no onyankopon ka kire ne se onjai ne ba no na sheep bi na eda ho no no mfa nku wo mu na wo ye sheep abusuan ye use for sacrifice a wo nima na we de mom ya nwen ho keke we enya bufuo mom ya nwen ho keke ni ye nche se betimi aye bibi about this mom ya show yes second odwan no so no Obeko Azazel ho. This is a ritual in the Old Testament. Makato yebetumi ebisa togbi Aaron. Leviticus chapter 16 verse 8 I read. Aaron shall cast lots on the 2 goats. One lot for Yahweh and the other for Azazel. And yemi na meko mama scripture nko read it. I didn't write it there. The goat that runs away is for Yahweh, the Holy One. Me say aden de bia bronsam ni nyankopon eya bibifo ni abrofo ni yentumi nka na what is going on Yahweh oye hwan mu nyankopon oye obi nyankopon oh if this is the case then emu ye wiremo this is Leviticus 16 verse 8 you can read it omuti yemfa nwan mienu ento the same Bible said there eye Caesar there no farmer Caesar na de ye yi nyankopon de no so fama nyankopon nti ogitum se esum wo ho han wo ho ogitum se papa wo ho bone wo ho or say the word of God is like 2-edged sword etwa nim twa akire ne yehi na nim ne yehi ye betumi bisa this question. Many Torah scholars believe that the goat signifies the soul running away from the wisdom of God. And the second goat signifies the atonement or payment to Azazel, the punisher of hell. Almost say, onyankopon kum ne ba ne de ma epepa bron e de cancel bronsam nyuma. Hwasem we. Sa wodwen ho pa kwa akira. Na wo hwa African situation e wom a ebusua wonjin di se obi adane ye nwan e de ama ne nkrofo mo mu use yan de ye because it doesn't make sense. Say a continent like Africa, with all they have here, we still go there and do shiksha. We go there and do whatever. We go there and do whatever God knows. We are here and we cannot make shishi. Edin dodo. This is why the Baphomet was also demonized into a goat demon. Just a muasamuna na sabe. Omuni yidi. Na nka wo ye goat mpa nka yo. Ye reduce you to nothing. Anka wo ye goat mpa at least wo ni pesu a wo ye no. E na wadane wa aboa nipa bia wa aboa su bi e woni mu. It is part. Enti nka obibini di nka wo ye goat saying. Ka wo ye goat. Ye reduce you from goat to wa be ye sheep. Nti ye fa wa na ye de wo ko. Hwem. E twa wuti. Baby ye woni ye. Wo me yankasa. Emfa o yentumi be ko we mu na nkola yi mbeto aso no it's not happening yenye So the understanding of the devil in anything is always two sides and not two-sided. What you've been told and what is hidden. So be can be trust Maame Grace enya ebi a onka de ye amenye ne da ekrom ha woni obi be ye adwuma wonye nipa bone da eda obegya wo adwuma na akopɛ obeda ne bronsam. You will hear all sort of things na obebisa say nti wo boss ana wo madam no onye sei na wanwu na wo tena ho 10 years nti se sabi wo ye nyansani no obi ni obi ye adwuma na oba na obese na ma bisa nsa oni ne ye adwuma how many years ni no what me office wo me yes adie we de bia enkrofo na di spiritual people na china kasa ye konkonsafo obetina office na wa start na me call ha no ye se me yepem say work out. I'm not here for gossip. Ma pamo se ko nkrofo no ye nkonkonsafo na spiritual people no so ye shallow ko bi be kan asem to you check it and sana wash it. This is our condition, this is our problem. Say yentumi ante ase se sa niama we na ekoso ne esie ene ne ewo ho ne ya ka kire ne ne ehwehwe ebehu se yamfa sa niama we anya adwuma yento yadwim. Anytime you are faced with a demon in any book, understand that you are seeing a double standard entity. Ade yemu obi ebetumi aye bone ama obi. Obi sebe abo ahyawa 20 years when nya problem bi ada. Obi koye ne ndra nko a problem awaye no wenya no ntumi solve be seen ne. Understand that you are seeing a double standard entity. Makachero, the devil on your side may not be the devil. So whose side is the writer calling the devil from? Inti mi ameka obi ho asem no na me si nipa ne ye devil no encounters amene ne ye nya ye no na me nipa ne be ye devil ana demonic e maame wo a ye ka asem na kire wo no wo so encounter ben na wo ne devil enya a wo be conclude say oye demonic na me bisa no in the Bible ye hu nyama bebre Nyankopon ye okuku nipa including ne ba e de be important na devil so ye the devil ye pe ne say o ka kire Adam and Eve o garden ni mu say mudi amani bebie mu be hu nyansa mu be hu say o mudi so de o ka ye na o mu hu ye so e ba ne say na devil abeye bone. Now, so Bible, almost say Joshua, the high priest, was standing before God with angels side by side. Na devil jina ho to Joshua no. Inti eba ne say na devil ya ye tro na ye kuni de bia ye fre nyame so ombekuni. Nyankopon ne nya meeting wo hwe. Can we think about this? A biggest problem for Africans. Africa. Your ancestor was so wise to tell you that or say aduane a wan beto wo maami jaso no yeni. These people were talking to us in Proverbs. No munim sa niama we na nti nko som a wan beto wo papa fie no yensom. Aduane a wan beto wo fie ndi ebi ndi kokko ebi nwi dwan obi nwi nwa ebi nwi akrante Kristo nti ye hwi ni nyina ne wo ne wo wi akoku bronsam a wo ho time enipa miensa kra na wo Bible mo se bronsam hia o mo Job, Eve, and Jesus. Who is your mate? And a debia bronsam, and a debia bronsam, and a debia bronsam, and a debia bronsam. Who could bronsam? One casa an hour. And I'm a catcher be me say, Mabuti and Fossa made the car bow on Becumbe, and a man fat can back, and I would a car bound Becuna, and I come despite some money or more, you know, more, which won't feel by you. Me a dear number. Yet we ask say yajinim na okwa kurasine ye so sad ehiafuo mu e na obehu bronsam ene ni nnuma mo mu ni hwe so bronsam one time mo ka so ye cheap sa e de ba asem ni Africa has lost everything completely totally from the crown of our head to the soles of our feet flat. We are meh, like the guy said, meh and one yeguso. The day Satan became the devil is the day the color of the devil turned black. Do you think about this? On this very platform, we've had a pastor, a full-grown African man, who is able to lie on a woman to jail all the skills. Or better na platform we so. Say ye bone. Ye bone ni ye dane black ni ye to nwurem. Or can be sans are you part of the queen? Or queen or say me. Hey! You are black. Satan is black. His color is black. Satan is black. An African is here killing black. You are killing your lineage. You are killing your strength. You are killing yourself. That was the day an image of dark shadow became the symbol of demonic spirits. Yana ne yenante awiem obibini yenante awiem na wosunsum atowachi ka kire wo se wo ye nipa na sunsum ti wo mu na sunsum ne ka wo ho wonfa wani hu age se awia no satan no na beda na di ama wahu nti wabraba a wo bonu hu se wo ye nipa mienu na nam na sunsum ni di wachi na wo hwe the day the shadow became black se mu anante hu mu shadow da mu hu biom Erade ben kra na mefre ye kasa nyina ya afoafo wo hwe atekrase Jesus enso wo hwe ate na aka Jesus when save hu a uti bepai kasa ni nyina jimijimi sorry. It is no surprise that writers from Western countries refer to the planet Saturn as the black planet. Check the people that came from there. Why? Everything about you is demonized. And all astrologists, African astrologers, are using this to calculate black man's life. Into no, astrology, African astrologers are not able to get into this issue to tell Africans that that is what has happened. But we are rather using the same black planet to calculate Africans' life. We are poor and so poor. It's so sad. The calculating for destiny. In Greek mythology, Saturn is Kronos, the evil god. Where I make a map, we just use the Google and see what Saturn is planet is. Why? So from astrology, we realize that Saturn is Capricorn, the goat. Ntinko bibi no better than the goat. Obe fitting into the system. Saturnalia changed from Christmas as a pagan celebration into the holy birth of Jesus, the Son of God. Black planet, Saturn. This is your Jesus. Hey! To understand this knowledge, you know, and your chicken chain, so I understand because you will not sleep. You better not say redeem our chin in a tutu. A tutu say hu. And I was when sika easy we free don't chop. Or so for snow. Or snow or bat a keteke. Or cotton say na just aye. Only sa time no. Until I'm saying, "Mama, I ready for you." You don't know. To do this, no, and easy, but we have to try because this is what Africans need. We have to try at all costs to wake up and understand this knowledge. We have to try and uncover, to discover a lot of things hidden in the belly of Christmas. Until this is done, we are jokers. You are a pastor. You have a Christmas tree in your church. You cannot decode all the symbols on it. Oh my God. What is the essence? Black people are rejected in all religions and seen as capricious and dangerous. You will never go to American embassy, UK embassy in their village, in their, I don't know if I should call their village or heaven, because we would die to go there. You would never go there and see people standing in the sun from morning to evening. They take our money and we go to the embassy and you will stand from morning to evening. They don't regard us. They will sell the forms and sell the forms and sell the forms and sell the forms. And they know they will not give you the visa. They are trading on us because we refuse to think. You see, you're doing that. Ujina ho okun woni ye bibini ku tachima ni kumasi o se he ujina ho mobroni a ese mekomu muyi e de wo property twam na omo de ko mo se ye hiafo enye ndre ya so mo boa me so me boa social media na me hu ye se a whole van gold ayema ye de ko omo ho. Hey! Emma wo krom hanyina obi amfa ahomanfa mbo ne yam no so ngira ho mfa ne nsambo ne nufu mienu yi so na niamansi na sem na ye too serious omo beto abai omo ye campaign And I'm saying metie omo ye camp from minister to everybody. Metie omo kasa ni nyina and I'm say Africa will suffer the more. Sa asem we na wo keka na wo pesa obeye minister, what can you do? Sleepers, most of them. What can you do? Kasa no cry ding. Asem no can cry, you don't see any sense in it. They are just buying. Some of them are buying their way out. They have zero knowledge. What decision can they make for you? The nipa na etimu no pesika chen ahoto. When we so be risika da and see that we should think. Enua na ye twegu no eno na ye aduane no se ye gisika na ye de koto aduane ye twa papa ne gu ne ye dua roba ne yawe na gone too soon adokoro ye wokurom ha. So they hung their sins on the goats and drove us into the wilderness. They tell you this, and you sit down and you clap your hands and you are celebrating Christmas. Come on, celebrating in a grand style to cancel some karma. Because there are poor people in the church. Obiba kwa kotoka, hampes be yourself for now, no sikani in other no, negate anoma. The poor woman selling pineapple juice in the church, that widow, is still sitting there and nobody will mind. People's rent are gone. They will still go and do facial service by giving it to the pastor. So they love them. This is where we are. And when they collect all these things without hard work, then when they stand on the pulpit, they will be screaming like sheep. This is where we are. We need people that will understand this. Africa is never poor. It's because we've been turned into something else. So nothing is happening. So they hang their sins on us and the only driving akoto wilderness like the suffer on the car. This is the condition. And he found a gun and niti and hoto no kwa bruchia. Stress. A few people now when your baby a jinampo omo ye na omo ye adwuma na omo aben promotion obroni man ni so da. Yeti kromu ha ade tantan bi obi ye kora na onye obroni ngongo bia na prisoners ni epia na ye begu it is alleged. Say yam pakora maka it is alleged say minjimi yesa. Na omo ni nam kromu na omo san hye yeso e se di yeso. Minim no kure wom. Cote d'Ivoire ha cocoa 1 bag eye 8,000. Togo ha cocoa 1 bag yes 7,500. Ghana ha 3,000. Ha! Na nkrofo almost smuggle no mo dey ko Cote d'Ivoire akoton. Aden ede na ekoso. Ede be importing na ekoso. Ase yentumi nya ye ho hwe minima de ko. Sanka yen say ya dani goat ni ya talk wilderness ni man ka be behave like this. Ehu akanya che nwura nim. Wilderness no ka ye firi makoto ntokuro mu aka ho. Enu ti na de ekoso nyina ekoso. A goat kura what na wa ama wako beyond goat. Say we a sheep. Ukukura ye easy. Maybe abedu no. Ha, Erade. Bible has said this emphatically. Said the Egyptians you see today, you see them no more. Egypt, wa Africa be see ne ya me no ka say. Egypt abrofo na etewo. Bible atwere wo Egyptians you see today, you see no more. Obibini calculating who say, ade ya na omo kan na e bibi e ye me na na omo drive me away ana. Yendwe hu da yempene. As the God became their sins, they gave that price to our father Azazel, the chief demon, and labeled us as souls running away from wisdom. This is how these people see us. The campaign na hu asem bi omo ka na omo nim di omo ka me chom dim say, if a leader is this, what's up? And after they created a ritual celebration for it, called it Saturnalia, and later changed it into Christmas. Hello, my church people. What do you have to do with Christmas? This is Christmas. Are you a pagan? Then shut up and let those who worship their God worship their bosom. If that is what you think. So per this theory, a bibifo are the goats. Or you're supposed to be the goats. We are the goats whose necks the sins of our brofo hangs. Assembling in any. When you see demon, find out who. Way, they are using us left, right, center, front, back, west, south, east, north, everywhere. because I didn't say shame fire. Who do you use me? The other mammy be our mammy. Konamoko drew a binumu ye smart. Omu chuchi chance no hona omu chuchi de akeka ka ho no no ma upgrade no ma ko school nti wonya na wo life aye comfortable ebi nso so be ye bibia be si dan wa hafo be ba na wa bewu ne krakra ne sen and then we go forest take forest just last week na my Ayahuasca village we went to deep forest ma hu nwa ba akupo owo kra ma hu bi omu nyina dwaneko anka wokwa wenhu behu owo ubehu nwa ubehu abe apro esi obehu orange ne kura esi forest take no aduaba ba akokura ni so ya yire yehu di spray gu asase nani ase apam bibi akọ ebedu ba bi edua gurokura mfifi nyansa na ye wo nanuni when they say we are poor. These are some of the things. Omo de say ndro we nyina be kurom a onipa da sani na ohwe ma ye clear ni nyina say fengu asase na ni ase say omo start a garden say deep forest na omo de spray ni gu asase na ni ase Africa why when can we think, when can we start thinking? You as an African, your body is made under pressure, so it's pressure that keeps your body. The reason we are dying young. We want to learn a lazy man's job. These people that are programmed, they want to turn a whole creators into programming people. So we are finished. We are poor indeed in that area. This is what Christmas is. Now we celebrate it as a pastor, and you are coming to. I will come to your church and I will fight you. What's your time with Maame Grace? And then we are discussing Santa Claus, Saturnalia, and the keke baby. Christmas is free buy and to celebrate here. No, I can stop judging people. You just don't know the reason you judge people. So per this theory, medical cultural, yeah, the other in rhino. Yeah, did nyama since you come. I am me who so bibini say, Black Friday, me kota dia no me bugo food. Do you understand? That is when na omo ye sales wo ye nananom so. Omo maka ase ase no. Sales. That is what is called Black Friday. You are in Germany and you buy chocolate now. You say fingers. No, it is telling you how they cut some of our ancestors. No, their fingers. These people keep history. We don't think so. We help their history. No, any more twisting na say and prosper na enkoso. This is what I'm preaching against. I'm saying wake up and build your own story. Nobody, no race has powerful culture and powerful spirituality, powerful life, powerful energies than black people. I don't know what has happened to us. But one day, that one day is coming. It's not going to remain like this. It looks so impossible. But there is nothing impossible in this life because that word impossible itself has possible attached to it. We are here. We don't know what we are doing. We've become jokers. Oh, abuebi tofoma. Almost say osono tofoma. Abuebi ya to me wonibi. That is what Africa has become now. Na ya yere yehunu ye wiade. If you pretend to be what you are not, you become useless. Simple. And we celebrate the day our father Azazel was made a demon and separated from us with a sacrifice of yet another goat. Ye jubilate. Your foundation is in the Bible. When the foundation is broken, what would the righteous do? What can you do as an African? At where we are now, you celebrate the breaking down of your own foundation. What would you do? You are talking liberation, talking spirituality. Shut up. So every year, we celebrate our demonizing of our generation from heaven to hell. So be sere Maame say no ho atete ya na wo so wo sire ni bi why na agimi kafra fache me. How do you feel listening to this now? How do you feel? If this is your condition, what can you do with your minerals, with everything we have here? But name them. What do you lack as an African? What do you lack? Tell me, why are you poor? Because of this twist and turn histories that you are protecting and celebrating. You are there condemning Abosomsom for one mountain Christmas tree. We are sorry them all. Shame. And him go asefo. Onenyim egu ase we urazi na enyim. They enslave you from head to foot. Your heavenly beings, your etheric bodies, everything is tied down, and you are celebrating and rejoicing over your own downfall. Think about this today. Pauchopa je hu kwa echire mame. Ama renfi o. Se wo gina wo no be enslave wa, e ma wo renfi. Say no matter what a slave has, it belongs to the master. Is that our case? Because with all this mineral and we are still poor, we can't feed, we can't have light. Is this our condition? No matter what you have, everything that belongs to you as a slave belongs to your master. Is this the case? Is this the case? I want to understand. Next week, I want us to sit down and talk about Yahweh. Near father so yen invoke omuwa and also so the yen this yen be omumu wa. Next week let's look at Azazel and Yahweh. Na yen hwe baby awu who you bibini awugina. If there is a way, we will open the way up. Na yen say benye nipa 10 normal fa so listen. Enye yen nyina na yebetumi change the African continent. Say yen 20% with genuine heart, with the love of the continent, we will push and we will get there. A whole African continent. Beautiful place, the most powerful place on earth. We are here celebrating our own downfall. If you can't think anything, think about edua esiho aye ntwaye aye decorate a obi sum ene edua ye twa ede esi wa decorate de hin nankeye emfa wonsa enye ohoni fufuro bi enkame ho edua na esi wo ne ye nyame na ye de Christmas tree na wa mount wa sori dem no mo atwa na mo de mo nsa decorate why na esum bosum mo nwe ho makram.